So you're back. Wonderful. This is my last recipe. This is Meatloaf from Garten of Barefoot Contestants Cook Like a Pro. The episode is called Cooking for Beginners. That's simply what it's called. Of course, the recipe itself is easy. An hour and 25 minutes in total. The cooking time is an hour and 25 minutes, and it serves 6. What you need is a tablespoon of good olive oil, 3 cups of chopped yellow onions. That would be 3 of them. 1 teaspoon of chopped fresh thyme leaves, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, a third of a cup of canned chicken stock or broth, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 2.5 pounds of ground chuck. You want 81% lean, or if you can't find it, you can do 85% or 80%, whichever you prefer. Half a cup of plain dry breadcrumbs. Of course, Progresso's the brand you want. 2 extra large eggs beaten. And last but not least, half a cup of ketchup. Heinz would be your recommended brand. Alright? Now, it's on to the directions. You preheat the oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Heat the olive oil in a medium saute pan. Add the onions, thyme, salt, and pepper and cook over medium-low heat. You stir occasionally for 8 to 10 minutes until the onions are translucent but not brown off the heat. Add the Worcestershire sauce, chicken stock, and the tomato paste. Allow to cool slightly. In a large bowl, combine the ground chuck, onion mixture, breadcrumbs, and eggs and mix slightly with a fork. You don't want to mash or meatloaf is going to be dense, and trust me, you do not want a dense meatloaf. No. You want it perfect and moist. That's what you want. Then shape the mixture into a rectangular loaf on a sheet pan covered with parchment paper. Spread the ketchup evenly on top. Bake for 1 to 1.25 hours until the internal temperature is 160 degrees Fahrenheit. You can do that with a meat thermometer, and of course, the meatloaf is cooked through. But here's a little trick that she used. You put a pan of hot water in the oven underneath the meatloaf, and the top of the meatloaf won't crack. That's very smart. You know what? That ought to do it. That is perfect. That is how it's going to come out just right. You don't want cracked on top, because that wouldn't be fun. And stir it hot. Be sure you try Garten's meatloaf recipe for dinner any night of the week. You'll be glad you did. And it sounds like you put in a lot of effort, but really, you did everything you were supposed to. It's amazing. Just follow that one detail of a pan of hot water in the oven under the meatloaf, and the top will not crack, and you got yourself meatloaf. The perfect one. So that's going to do it for Frozen Fan 4 Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Monday, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Until then, take care. Good night.